Hello, listener. My name is Pastor Dejajuwole. I want to welcome every one of you to another edition of Family Line. Today, I'll be concluding the parts of the topic that I started last week on the 5 stages of marriage. Now, before I talk about the last two, I want to do a kind of recap for the one I started last week. I remember I started with courtship stage, where I told us that normally that is the stage that the partners are meeting for the first time, because there is always excitement, there is always joy, that for two of you to meeting yourself. And also I now move to the second one. I was talking about adjusting stage or familiarization stage. Of course, that's the stage that after many years that you have married, you begin to discover some things about yourself. And of course, at that stage you are always you always surprised, seeing something that your partner is exhibiting. And of course, that stage is also a very critical stage. Now I also moved to the last review when I was talking about power struggle stage. That is the stage that at one time you're tired of of the relationship because of what you are seeing, or because maybe your husband was someone that was so loving at the point that you met yourself for the first time. I was demonstrating love in the beginning of your marriage, but after a while you discover that your husband is not showing love again. And of course, maybe you are tired of so many things that your husband is doing. And I've also mentioned that at that stage, you must be ready to tolerate yourself. You must be ready to accept your husband or accept your wife the way he is or the way she is. Now, let's move to the last two stages now. The fourth one is stability stage or reconciliation stage. Of course, this is a stage where of course that your spouse, or whether your husband or your wife, of course, is not perfect. Of course, that it's not perfect, but you have already make up your mind that you are going to endure or enjoy or bear with your husband whatever kind of attitude that your husband is exhibiting. Of course, at that stage, of course, you feel more comfortable, you feel more happy, despite the challenges that is going on in that marriage. Now, the last one is commitment stage, or I can call it a transformation stage. Of course, at that point, of course, you have identified some shortcomings. You have identified some weaknesses. You have identified some flaws, in your partner. But that one does not stop you not still loving your partner despite those those limitations. Of course, you have already make up your mind, to tolerate your husband. You have make up your mind, to live with him despite all the things that he's doing. Of course, at that stage, of course, you are also looking, for the best interest of your spouse. Of course, at that stage also, you are determined to be committed to your relationship, no matter what is going on. You are determined to overcome the challenges together. You are determined to accept and support each other without restriction. Of course, at that stage also, of course, you have also agreed to engage yourself, in make sure that marriage lasts the test of time. Of course, and of course at that stage also, two of you also, of course, you were using all the experience you have been gaining, all the experience you have been having in your marriage, to, of course, to help others. You share your experience, you share your challenges with people that are maybe getting married for the first time, or some people that they have to get married not quite long. So the experience you have gone through, the challenges you have gone through, how you are able to overcome it, you begin to share it with other people. And of course, that will also help a lot of marriages that are going through storms. I'm very sure that you are blessed through this teaching today. See you next week for the continuation of our marriage. The Lord bless you. See you next week in Jesus' name.